Alright, another week of clan collection. This time we got duels, but for some reason, Bermuda without a reverse unit. But okay, let's begin. But first, the other clan collection cards. We start off with Great Nature with Illusion, Scientist, Researcher, Fox. Grade 2, 9 power and skills. Auto additional rearguard. When your card is discarded from deck, this card gets plus 5 key power until the end of turn. And yes, it stacks. So every time you perform a lottery, it gets more power. But the second skill, Auto, when retired from rearguard by card ability, costs Counterblast 1. Search your deck for one card with the same card name as your Vanguard, reveal it, and put it to your hand. And then of course, shuffle your deck. Depending on what deck, this is very helpful, and especially this is pretty decent for both lottery and success. More so with success than lottery, but still. Next, Magic Scientist Tester Fox. Grade 3, total power, excel, and skills. Auto, when placed on Vanguard rearguard, costs Counterblast 1. Put 2 cards from your drop zone to the bottom of your deck in any order, and then this card gets plus 5 key power until the end of turn. And if the card you put was a normal and a trigger unit, search your deck for one copy of Researcher Fox and call it to rearguard, and then of course shuffle your deck. So recycle, and if you can recycle the 2 exact cards, which is very likely, you also get your grade 2. Kind of like Legion. But anyway, second skill. Act Vanguard rearguard. Once per turn, costs Soul Blast 1. Choose one of your rearguards and it gets plus 10k power until the end of turn. At the end of turn, retire that unit, and if it happens to be Researcher Fox, draw a card. Well, Researcher Fox kind of synergizes well with success, so this being able to retire at the end of the turn will pretty much give it success, and that additional draw does help. And of course, Researcher Fox will activate from that retire, so you can always search for another copy of your Vanguard. So not too bad. Next, a return of a Gold Paladin unit, Conviction Dragon Chromejailer Dragon. Grade 3, total power, excel, and skills. Act Vanguard. Once per turn, cost Counterblast 1. Discard a copy of itself from your hand. Look at the same number of cards as open rearguards, and then choose any number of units from among them and call them to rearguard. And then of course, shuffle your deck. So basically, at the cost of a Counterblast and a Persona Blast, you can get a full field. And reminder, those Excel markers do count. Of course, you do kind of have to worry about decking out with this skill sometimes, but it is very nice that you could just fill up your board out of nowhere if you have another copy in your hand. Kind of like Prominence Core if it wasn't for Percival's hit. But then to the second skill, Auto Vanguard. When this card attacks, if all your rear guards are filled, cost Counterblast 1, Soul Blast 1. Until the end of the battle, this card gets plus 10k power, 1 crit, and if your damage zone has 4 or more cards, drive plus 1. I mean, this is overall not bad. Many Gold Paladin cards so far in V don't really fill up your board without paying a specific condition, other than Prominence Core if you have a Percival and Soul, which is not very consistent right now, so this is actually the better option at the moment. And having a certain way to just fill up your board out of nowhere, just in case against a control matchup, is always really nice. Because do remember that you might not be able to fill in every condition for most of your Gold Paladin units, and I am definitely playing this in Spectral Duke. Next, a Spike Brother support unit, Reckless Express, grade 1, 8 power and skills. Auto, if this unit is on Vanguard, you may pay the cost with Soul Blast 1. And the actual skill is, when this card is placed on Vanguard rearguard, cost Counterblast 1, look at top 7 cards of your deck, choose a normal unit from among them and call it to rearguard as rest. And of course, shuffle your deck. I mean, it's nice that you could just literally ride this and just Soul Blast to call a card. That's not bad. And also, replenishing your field for Spike Brothers is also pretty important. But then to the second skill, Auto Rearguard. At the beginning of your main phase, cost put this to Soul, search your deck for one copy of itself and call it to rearguard, and then shuffle your deck. So literally, the second skill refills the Soul and calls a second copy of itself, which will trigger up the first skill. This is not bad of an engine. Now, do you have room for 4 of these? I don't know. Alright, now time for the Tuesday stream, which are all Bermuda cards. Our first card is Dual Pretty Horn Earl. Grade 1, 8 power and skills. Auto, when placed on Vanguard, search your deck for one normal unit, bind it, and then shuffle your deck. That really helps out. Second skill, Auto, when this unit is placed on rearguard from hand, choose one normal unit from your drop zone and put it to the bottom of the deck. If a card was put in the bottom of the deck has the same card name as the card in your bind zone, cost Soul Blast 1, draw a card. Setup plus recycle, and you can get a bonus plus on top of it. Why not? Next, Dual Mini Heart Roan. Grade 2, 10 power skills. Auto rearguard. When this card attacks for each card in your bind zone, this card gets plus 3k power to end that battle. You got decent bind zone buildup as it is, so why not? Second skill, Act Vanguard rearguard. Once per turn, if your Vanguard is dual, cost Counterblast 1, choose a card from your bind zone, search your deck for one card with the same card name, reveal it, and put it to your hand. And of course, shuffle your deck. You have recycling with your grade 1, and Bermudas have quite a bit of recycling, so being able to search that the second copy isn't that hard. And another copy of this isn't too bad either, because you're gonna get 2 big beat sticks. Finally, Dual Temptation Reit. Grade 3, 13 power, 4 second skills. Act Vanguard once per turn, cost bind a rearguard, draw a card. A setup play. I see. Second skill, Auto Vanguard once per turn, at the end battle of this unit attack, cost counterblast 1, discard a card from your hand, stand this unit, draw -1 to the end of turn, and then choose one of your cards from your bind zone with the same card name as the discarded card for the cost, and call it to rearguard. And if your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, get Imaginary Gift Force and put it on your Vanguard. What the hell is with this strong ass ability? You counterblast 1 to discard a card to re-stand the Vanguard just to attack again with 1 drive check, which negates the minus of the 1 card. But not only that, you also can call a card with the same card name as the discarded card from your bind zone, which can give you another attack. Oh, and on top of that, you get a force marker. Yeah, this is just absurdly strong, and also it's generic enough just to play in any Bermuda deck, especially those bind zone focused ones. Bermuda really does get good shit. And then next week we got a new Pale Moon unit. So that's it for these reveals. What do you guys think of them? Honestly though, I don't really care about any of the premium collection cards for this week other than the Chromejailer Dragon because it is Gold Paladin and it goes with Spectral Duke. Kind of. But in that's it for this, and see you all next time.